happening in my high school. I'll tell you the short version of the story is I did not get expelled, but it made for a really great investigative story that not only was a part of the workshop, but it turned into a whole week-long series of stories on Channel 7 here in DC. And then I got an internship out of that. So it really helped set me on a path to pursuing journalism as a career.
Hi, I'm Angel Jennings, and I am the Assistant Managing Editor for Culture and Talent at the Los Angeles Times. But back in 2001, I was a high school student, just dipping my toe in the world of journalism. I applied and was accepted to the Urban Journalism Workshop, and I'm gonna be honest, it was life-changing for me. To be able to see journalists who looked like me, people in this profession who were excelling at their craft, but also willing to reach back and to pour into other young, eager students like myself, like it's just awe-inspiring.
What I would say to this next group of students and those to follow are do something you're passionate about. You know, if it's journalism, look for compelling and interesting stories to tell. If it's outside of journalism, it's using the same skills you learn in journalism of writing and researching and telling interesting stories. Those things will always follow you as a part of your career.
Hello, my name is Laura Johnston. I am a three-time Urban Journalist Workshop alum. I am a journalism student at the University of Maryland, and next fall semester I will be a junior. UJW was an opportunity to experience and learn more about journalism for me. As a high school sophomore my first year, I was deciding between being a business or a journalism major, leaning towards business more. However, UJW taught me different ways to utilize journalism and the variety of career paths and gave me first-hand experience. I gained valuable skills and knowledge that people are gaining for their first time in college. For example, writing, video editing, and sequencing skills, man-on-the-street interviews, photography, and more. Without UJW, I would be an unhappy business major wondering what to do.
Hi, my name is Savannah Grooms, and I am so excited to be reflecting on my time as a two-time alum at UJW on this 38th anniversary. I'm currently a student at the University of Maryland College Park, as well as a communications intern at AARP, and I still say to this day that doing UJW was the greatest thing I could have ever done for my journalism career. While during my time at UJW, I had the amazing experience to connect with so many journalists in the field, get a head start, and get the experience that people pay for in college while in high school for free. I have so many stories to tell about UJW and all the phenomenal people I met, but today I'm going to stick to two because I couldn't just wrap it up into one. My first story happened my first year at UJW, and I had the opportunity with Miss Trina to go out in the field and interview some people during a Silk Festival. That was my first time I did a man-on-street interview, first time I learned how to film, and honestly, it was terrifying, but I loved it so much, I wrote my college essay on it. As part of UJW, I became one of the youngest people to participate in Politico's Journalism Institute program, and I had a phenomenal experience there.
Being a volunteer this year just gave me a lot of hope for the future. We have some great journalists and media people in the room, right? And as to UJW having 38 years, that is amazing. I can see the impact throughout the industry, just knowing all of the different alumni that are out there. So I'm just grateful for this program, that it exists, and I hope, you know, one day when I have kids, that they can use this program too. I hope it just continues to exist indefinitely. So thank you so much, and wish everybody all the best.
Yes. And I see our smiling Savannah Grooms. She definitely cheered us up every week during the last, not this past session, but last year's 2023 session, with her great personality and, of course, wonderful skills that she gained. Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is bring Corey Atkinson up, our president of the Washington Association of Black Journalists. He will talk about a number of things in addition, including a special partnership, and then we're also giving out scholarships today. Some of the students don't even know that
No one knows.
they may get a scholarship, and so I'm gonna give the mic over to him.
Thank you, Denise. Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Corey Atkinson. I'm president of the, are you guys hearing? Is this working?
Was it not working that whole time? Y'all just tell me.
Well, this one is working now. Good morning, everyone. My name is Corey Atkinson, president of the Washington Association of Black Journalists. I'm also a senior reporter at Bloomberg Law. And first, I want to congratulate our students for being a part of this year's class. As you've heard from our past students, they talked about the impact that this program has created on their personal lives and their careers. So we're glad that you guys applied to be a part of this experience. And I hope you guys, will take all the knowledge and the guidance that you've gained over the past few months to apply. Either you're going back to high school this fall or to college this coming semester. So UJW, this program has been around for now 38 years, and we are working hard to continue this legacy, and also to make it a little more exciting, because the media industry is continues to evolve. So we are working to introduce our students to different areas in journalism that they should consider, because it's very important that we have diverse voices in our newsrooms, not only among reporters, but also among those who are making those final decisions on what headlines should be like, what those photos should be like, and also the direction where the newsroom should go. So I just want to thank you guys again for being a part of this experience. If there's anything we can do to make this program better, for years to come, please put those ideas forward, because we take those suggestions very seriously, because we want to make sure that we're meeting the needs of this moment, because it's a very challenging time now in the media industry, especially for journalists of color. So I just want to again thank you guys, and parents, thank you for allowing your kids to be a part of us. I know our mentors have taken much good care of them over the past few months. And also to our mentors, thank you again for lending your time and expertise with our students. I know many of you have been doing this for several years. So your continued support and guidance to our students is greatly appreciated. And we have some great news to share later on in the program, so stay tuned for that.
Like Corey mentioned, we have taken care of the students for that 8-week period every Saturday. And in fact, I kind of consider that they've become our babies. I did a post having to do with the 2 students who were in Politico, and I put on there, I said, our UJW babies, just because we get close to them, we want to guide them, and we want to be there for them. Clearly, we're not their parents, but, we've enjoyed them, and hopefully, again, they've enjoyed us. And our 2 Politico students, let me have you stand. Politico, the PJI program, in addition to UJW, since I mentioned it, I figure I would just go ahead and explain what it is. But in addition to UJW, Politico approached us, I believe it was last year, and said they wanted to partner with us. They have a more intense and extensive program similar to what we do. Their program is geared towards college students, but they've invited a few our students in to be a part of it. And so we choose 2 students every year, and these are the 2 students who were able to benefit, Sanaa and Sheridan. Ladies, how was it? Sheridan, was it good? Did you?
Yes, I really enjoyed my time in the program. So, hi everyone, my name is Sheridan. I'm a junior in high school, so I think I really benefited from the program because I got to see a lot of what I would like to do or where I see myself as a journalist.
Sana?
Hi, I'm Sana. I really did enjoy my time working with Politico. I would say what set it apart from UJW is that with UJW we get to work with people that look like us and it's very comfortable. And being with Politico always put me in an uncomfortable spot. And to work with people that I normally wouldn't work with, and especially with them being older than me, for a bit it was intimidating, I will say. But once I got comfortable and felt like my questions were important and the things that I was writing did have meaning, it was really enjoyable just to watch my growth only for what, 8 days? So I really did enjoy it, and I'm thankful for UJW to opening those doors for me.
And we didn't even pay them to say that. So. That was good. That was good. Did we get that on tape? And Savannah, she did PJI last year.
Yes. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Savannah Grooms. I am a freshman now at the University of Maryland College Park. I did Politico last year, and I had a great time. I still connect with the people who I met last year, so definitely keep in contact with them. I still keep in contact with all my mentors from Politico. I was actually at the 75th Israel Convention, and I helped them report on that. So getting that experience early on in high school, now I'm in college, and when they look at my resume, they're like, oh my goodness, you have done so much compared to so many other people. I applied for a communications role at AARP, and they only accept seniors in college. So the lady said that she interviewed me because she saw all the experience I had, including UJW and Politico. So that's the only reason why she did it. So definitely keep up the work and make sure you let me know that you did it.
Wonderful. And I mentioned the co-coordinator, Phil Lewis, my co-coordinator earlier, so I'll turn it over to him.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Phil Lewis. Can we just have a round of applause for the parents? I mean, I remember when I was the age of the students in the audience right now, and I hated waking up in the mornings to do whatever my parents would sign me up for. They would sign me up for reading programs at the library or engineering programs on Saturdays, a bunch of stuff I wasn't interested in, right? But I think once you get to my advanced age, I think you really, I don't know, I really think that you don't get to appreciate it until you're older and you really think about the things that they really sacrificed and put you into. And this is one of those programs, right? Like this is one of those programs that you'll be able to look back, when you are my age and you're able to think about just all of the great moments, the experiences that you had, and the people that you met along the way. So you're still young, and just take your time, enjoy what's happening, and enjoy the moment. So I'm here to introduce. Well, I'm here to give away 2 scholarships. These are the George E. Curry. Yes, exactly. There we go. That's something that the parents can applaud. This is the WABJ UJW George E. Curry Scholarship, and the Executive Board of the Washington Association of Black Journalists. We present this scholarship in the amount of $2,000, and I mean that goes a long way in this age of inflation, right? So we commend these 2 students. We commend their passion, talent, and commitment towards excellence, demonstrated throughout their participation in this program this year. So may the scholarship support your collegiate studies and future contributions to the journalism industry. So first we'll have Andrew. Andrew, if you'll come up, please. Thank you. Here's this. Yep. Andrew is going to Morehouse in the fall, am I right? All right. Yeah. So, well, first, Andrew, before I give this to you, would you just tell us a little bit about your plans for college and a little bit about your experience with the program?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew. I just graduated from Northwood High School yesterday. So yeah, I am going to Morehouse. I'm going to be a CTEMS major, so that's cinema, TV, media, and arts, I believe. So I do want to study journalism, minor a little bit in film. My time at the program, it was very insightful. It was also very, very fun. I think the White House trip was probably my favorite thing we did. I got to interview a bunch of really cool people, which you'll see in a little bit. But I got to learn a lot about podcasting and editing videos and writing for TV, so that was really, really cool. And it was just a fun way to branch out from my regular interests. So I definitely, if you're in the program, if you're a freshman or a sophomore or whatever, keep doing it. If you're passionate about journalism, yeah.
All right, thank you. And Corey, we're gonna get a picture of it. Okay, and our next scholarship recipient, Sanaa Wells. Okay, you'll come here and I will actually do the same thing.
Hi again. So my time at UJW was definitely an unforgettable experience. Oh, and I will be attending Hampton University in the fall. Yeah, like I said, my time at UJW was very unforgettable. I remember my friends would ask me, like, why are you up at 11 in the morning and why are you at the White House? And it's like, UJW. So, you know, being able to do those things that people my age aren't able to do, and even adults haven't got the opportunity to do. I was fortunate enough to interview Ms. Rodriga Applewhite, who is a White House staffer, and to be in high school and interviewing somebody who works for the White House in the White House was just such an unforgettable experience, and I will always be thankful to UJW for allowing me to do that.
Excellent, thank you. Here we go. Okay, please. All right, congratulations. Certificates now? Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay, so now we're going to do our certificate presentation. Let's see, these are here.
Let me take that video down because it looks really goofy.
Oh, do you want to do that now?
Yeah, could you?
Oh,
That
yeah.
video.
You want to watch it?
Well, no. That burger video, I just want to move it down so it's not in the background.
Okay, Burger World, all right. How do I do that? I don't even know how to do this.
Can we minimize it?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, no. Oh, man. I'm just looking like that. Okay. Okay.
Could you put this in the background?
Okay, I have no idea how to do that.
I'll fix it.
Okay.
Hi, Savannah.
Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to do our award presentation.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's better now.
Okay, so when I call your name, just come on up. I will present you with your award, and we will take a picture. All right? So first, we have Gary Ashton. Yeah, and then come on over here. There we go. And then we'll go out here. Okay. Yeah, we'll take a picture. We're going to talk.
students, right?
Yes, it's
You
true.
want her to kind of say anything about what she
Yes,
got out of the
actually.
program?
Yeah, I'd love that. Here, go ahead, Sis.
This program was really like educational for me, and I got to meet like a whole bunch of other students, like other kids, and yeah.
Thank you. There we go.
And I don't see Professor Watson in the back, but he worked with her in getting her, she has a story on our website, and so, again, we'll show that to you a bit later, but, yeah.
Oh, real quick.
Sounds good.
Okay, good. Okay, next we have LeClaire Cross. Come on down. You know we're gonna make everybody speak now. Yeah. So here, come on over here.
LeClaire's mom, proud mom back there, is the mayor of Glen Arden, Mayor Christina Cross. And she, during our first session, she was wonderful enough to kind of share some inspiring words with our students. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're gonna speak too.
I'd say that UJW kind of like influenced me to talk to more people and get into groups, and like I had to interview people. It actually made me a little bit more comfortable with talking to people instead of being quiet in the background all the time.
Okay, I like it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next we have Marley Farmer.
Eastern Shore every Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
So that she can be
I actually didn't know that. Wow, man. UJW does not reimburse for gas. No, I'm just. That's awesome.
So since I'm from the Eastern Shore, well, we live there now. I go to a predominantly white school, so being in this program was a really refreshing change from, my weekly regimen. It was nice to be around people that look like me and so constant. It was really, really what I needed. And I always loved writing, I always loved reading, and being a freshman in high school, being able to learn different ways to research was definitely useful, especially for finals.
Okay, and up next we have Jordan Fuller.
Another one of our quiet students, but I feel he kind of sprouted a little bit, right?
This was a good program.
Okay, we'll take it. Thank you. We'll take it. That's high praise coming from Jordan. Mariah Johns.
Great job on the video story. You're going to see it in a little bit.
Hi, I'm Mariah. You really, I didn't know what it was program before I got to it, and I got to it. It was really inspiring, and I really wanted in the film and screenwriting order. She's really helpful, like give me opportunities to learn more about writing different aspects, and help me gain more insight of film and the order.
Yes. And I was also going to mention that Colin, our mentor back there, worked with Mariah in putting that video story together, so I think you'll be really impressed when you see it.
Yeah, I think, you got the wrong one, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, I gave you the wrong one, okay. Thank you, here's, yeah, no, I messed that up. Oops, okay. Yes, sir. Sorry, Jordan, there are two Jordans. Okay, so next we have Charmaine Joyner, but I don't think Charmaine is here. So we will have a round of applause for Charmaine anyway. Yes. And we will make sure that she gets her award. Next we have Sheridan Lee.
This is like, we're counting up here. I think Sheridan's been with us, this is her third time?
Yes.
We love her, she loves us. And again, just wanted to say she was in the PJI program and on her own connected with the folks over at Channel 9 after that first session in which Lorenzo Hall was here and the news director. She connected with them and said, hey, can I come over there? And she went over there. Yeah, Will is thumbs up. Yeah, went over there, sent us pictures, and it was just impressive.
Hi again, everyone. So my name is Sheridan, and like Miss Denise was saying, this is my third year in the program. So my first year I was a freshman, and it was virtual. And I'll be completely honest, like I wasn't as connected, but I knew I wanted to do journalism. So I knew the next year when I came back, it was going to be in person, and I was just going to get a lot more from that experience. And I really am so glad that I am continuing with this program because I've really just expanded my network, and I've gotten to meet so many great mentors and gotten to work with my peers as well. And I really think that this program has put me on a great track to start my career in journalism. And again, the PJI program has been really great, and I've learned so much, and I'm grateful for what all the program has done for me and for what you all have poured into us as the students. So thank you again.
And one more thing. She said she's going to intern in my office. So she's on a roll.
Okay, the next student is Brooklyn Lee, but I don't think Brooklyn is here. I don't see Brooklyn. So we will move on to the next person, who is Gavin Leonard. All right.
Hello everyone, my name is Gavin, and I'm a sophomore at Georgetown Day School. And I think for me personally, when I first applied to UJW, I didn't really know what to expect. Personally, my dream is to be like a sports journalist, and so when I applied, I didn't really know what this would do for me, just because it wasn't like necessarily the type of field that I want to go in terms of like what I wanted to write about. But I think UJW really helped me in terms of broadening my view on how many opportunities there are in the field, what I can really dive into, and also just how much hard work and dedication it's really needed to like be successful in the field. So I think I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I will be applying next year, so hopefully you guys will have me back.
Yeah, all right.
And you'll see his sports story in the newscast. Honestly, I think his story could go on air right now. He did a really great job. He was guided by Derek McGinty. We also call him the legend, so.
All right. All right, thank you. Okay, so next we have Logan Littlejohn. All right, Logan.
Good morning, everyone. amazing experience and opportunity. I was paired with such an amazing mentor, and I think one of the best experiences I got going here was being able to go out in the field and like take footage and interview people. I had such an amazing experience putting everything together and crafting a narrative, and I'll be looking forward to coming back to this program next year if I'm able to get it.
All right, thanks. All right.
Logan's mentor, Marugi, you can wave your hand. She did a great job with him. They partnered up and were able to really put a good story together. So you'll see that shortly.
Okay, I believe those are all the certificates. Andrew and I, we gave you your scholarship. so yeah, I believe that's all for the certificates. So I think now we're going to acknowledge our mentors and sponsors. Okay.
And honestly, we co-coordinate, but we could not do all of this or any of this without our mentors. Let me have our mentors. I see some past and present mentors, but let me have them stand up. They are the ones that drive from far and near every week in order to, I think it was Sheridan said, pour into the students. And they're dedicated, they're passionate about the craft, they're smart, they're amazing, all of those wonderful adjectives, and we appreciate them.
Okay, so first we'll have Dr. Colin Campbell. Are you here? Yes, there he is. There he is. Okay, thank you. Hello, and of course we're going to have you come up and say a few words.
Oh, okay, great. Of course.
This is no, that's
only a few words. I'll keep it very truncated. I'll truncate it, but this is always a really. Oh, okay, I'll keep doing it. This has always been a rewarding experience being a part of WABJ and being a part of UJW, and working with these really inspiring young students. When you see the time and attention that they put into their work, the diligence and the pride that they have with their finished product, it really gives you a sense of accomplishment. And I'm really happy to be here with all of you today so that we can witness a lot of their work together. So good job to all of the members of UJW. I'd like to applaud the parents for putting into their children as well, because that's very important, and my fellow mentors and the organizers like Denise and Phil and Corey for doing this year to year. I really appreciate being a part of this.
Okay. Next we have Derek McGinty. Derek McGinty. Okay, yeah, I think he spoke on behalf of everybody. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. We have a lot of mentors.
This is better than the Emmy.
I think Therese didn't want to say something, so whenever you get to her.
Okay. Donna Walker. We do have quite a few here. Yeah. Thank you, Donna. Thank you.
Want to go around?
Yes, please. Mm-hmm.
Get your moment.
Okay, thank you.
I second everything Colin said, and thank you.
Curtis Crutchfield. Is Curtis here? No? Okay. Derek Kinney. Derek Kinney? Is Derek Kinney here? Not here? Okay. Christina Carrega. All right.
Okay. There you go.
I just want to say thank you all for even letting me in on this program. I came from New York, just moved down during the pandemic, and I was a part of the program in New York. So I'm just glad that this family was open for business, so I can actually help with the children in the DC area. So thank y'all.
All right. Deborah Berry. Thank you. Come on, a picture, come on. Okay, thank you. Therese Gardner, who is on FaceTime right now. Yes.
Since she couldn't be here, wanted to kind of, I don't know how this is going to work. That's you wanted to say a few words. I don't know if you technology. I don't know if it's, can you all hear?
Yeah,
Can you all hear me? Test.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can they hear me? Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to say thank you for the certificate and the award. I really appreciate it, but honestly, the award for me is being able to work with all of you. You guys have been phenomenal during this program. I'm so proud of everyone that graduated today, and I just want you guys to stay encouraged, stay motivated, and you are going to go so far. So for those of you that can come back next year, I hope to see you again, and if not, you all have my contact info. Please keep in touch, and I can't wait to see you along your journalism journey. I love you all.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to hang up.
Okay, Athelia Knight. Is she here today? No. Today, with this, we'll make sure these all go to the proper people. Doreen Bethea. Thank you. Okay, no worries.
Thank you. Good luck, everyone.
All right. Juliet Beverly. I know, right? Thank you. No, thank you. Okay, thank you. Marugi Thande. And Will Ford. It's Will, yep, there he is. You're gonna do this one. Okay. Let's do that first. Yeah. All right. Thank you, my man. No, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see, and last but certainly not least, Dr. John Watson. Thank you, sir. All right, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm university. And one thing I want to emphasize is that journalism is becoming a very highly and competitive profession. You will hear every day about journalists being laid off, but journalism isn't disappearing. It means the most qualified journalists will keep their jobs. You guys are going to be the most qualified because you got an early start. I respect you and I appreciate that.
Absolutely, and now we'll have Corey come up and give out our Corey D. Rose Award for Excellence. So just to give a backstory, Corey Rose, he was a longtime member of the organization, also a former UJW student who have made some tremendous contributions to the organization, both in UJW and with WABJ's operation. Unfortunately, he passed away about, I believe, a year ago. And to ensure that his legacy lives on, we created an award last year to recognize his contributions and also to lend more support to our students. Our inaugural recipient was Sheridan. So this year's recipient was not selected by me, was by the coordinators who worked very closely with our students. So this year's Corey D. Rose Award for Excellence is presented to Gavin Leonard. In recognition of his commitment to excellence and outstanding performance in the Washington Association of Black Journalists 2024 Urban Journalism Workshop. Congratulations. And can I ask his parents to join me on stage? And can I have his mentor as well? As you guys know, WABJ is a nonprofit organization. It's a volunteer-run organization for almost 50 years, and we rely on contributions from members and as well as corporate and philanthropic partners. So I would just want to thank some of our longtime supporters, including the American University School of Communications that been lending us their space for several years, and we definitely, appreciate this longstanding support, which I know was led by former WABJ President Donald Walker, who's also been a longtime supporter and member of the organization. I also want to thank the AIDS Healthcare Foundation that also made a donation. And they donated $4,000 on spot during our gala in December. So we split that money in two and award them that money to our two scholarship recipients this year to kind of help them with expenses for college expenses this coming fall. So those two scholarships we awarded earlier, they are more for senior high school students who are going to college. So those who are still in the program, I hope you guys come back next year. If you're going to college in the coming semester, after you completed the program, you will be eligible to get one of those scholarships. And I also want to thank again our coordinators, Phil and Dennis. I know you guys poured a lot of time
into this. It's like a full-time job. So, you know, your ongoing support and dedication, you know, is definitely having an immense impact on our students and their careers. As, you know, as you've heard throughout today's program, you know, we definitely want to continue this legacy, you know, because it's very important that we build this pipeline to bring more journalists of color in newsrooms and also in leadership roles to ensure that we control our narrative. It's very important. So with that said, if you know, we definitely rely on members' support and contributions from partners. So if you guys know any organizations out there that we should collaborate with or explore some partnerships with, please you know, share those ideas with us, and we can go forward from there. One second, please.
While Corey does that, let me just mention that we're going to have Maya come up here, who's also works for Bloomberg, and share some words with the students. I have a survey. We do this every year, so students don't leave without filling this out. This kind of helps us make the program better and stronger. It's just like 5 questions, and we do make changes and modifications and additions based on the students' feedback. And then, of course, we listen to what mentors say, too.
Great.
But the survey is with students, and then we'll do a debrief with mentors later.
Great. So in a few seconds, we will be hearing from our guest speaker. Maya Hurls is a colleague of mine at Bloomberg Law. Maya is a deputy team lead on the environment and energy team at Bloomberg Industry Group, where she manages a group of reporters who cover climate, energy, land, and water issues in the courtroom and on Capitol Hill. She is a graduate of Virginia Commonwealth University and Columbia University Graduate School of Journalism. When she's not in office, she's either at the beach surfing, in the mountains skiing, or playing and watching soccer in the DC area. Can we give it up for Maya?
Hi, everyone. I'm a little height challenged. So thank you for having me today. And I do want to start by congratulating you all for completing this workshop, and also recognizing the Washington Association of Black Journalists as it celebrates 38 years of teaching students the fundamentals of journalism through this workshop. Just really congratulations to you all. I also want to thank my parents who have joined me here today. I'm very fortunate to have someone in my corner who didn't hold me back, but instead they pushed me forward. They stood by in case I stumbled. They weren't here to say no, but just to say you can do it. And to all the parents who are here, all the family members, all the friends, everyone who's here, your support really makes all the difference. So congratulations to you and thank you. And so one thing I was recently asked was what inspired me to go into this career. I actually started out as a music major. I really loved movie soundtracks, and that's something that I saw myself doing, performing a full orchestra. And then I started at BCU, and I was practicing for hours a day, and it was kind of isolating a little bit. It was a little draining, and just the idea of also teaching students and listening to the squeaky noises of the violins. You know, my parents, shout out to them for listening to that. But one thing I always enjoyed was storytelling and the power of stories and good stories that, you know, change your life or change your mind or make an impact. And I will acknowledge that journalism is a hard career. A lot of it involves maybe moving to different cities, You might have to apply to a lot of internships. You might work a job where you're waking up when everyone's going to sleep and going to sleep when everyone else is waking up. And also journalists around the world who do their jobs and they face danger, their lives are threatened for doing the very important work of trying to share with the world what they see and what they hear. Because you see, words are powerful, and as journalists, it's our job to wield the power of our words and keep our society educated and informed. And as Black journalists, our voices need to be heard now and always. When I switched to become a journalism major, I was pretty sure it's what I wanted to do, but I really was inspired through my first mentor. Her name is Marianne Owens. As a professor, she was a tiny, fierce woman. She was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie, but she really instilled in me the power of journalism. And also I was fortunate to learn all of her lessons, and while she's no longer with us, I do plan to carry on her lessons to other students and other future journalists. So after I finished VCU, I went to the Columbia Graduate School of Journalism. This was a few years ago, but I do strongly remember that we had a large class of about 200 students, and yet out of that, only about 10% of the group were Black journalists. This is not a one-off thing, it's not an anomaly. Unfortunately, we don't have enough, we've made progress, but we don't have enough of our voices out there. And we need Black voices in the newsroom to tell these great stories, to become great editors, to guide newsrooms through the challenges and all the changes facing the industry today. One thing that you all will find, and some of the older adults in the room might definitely understand, is that your career path is not going to be a straight line. I certainly wasn't. There were a few roundabouts, a few U-turns, no left turns on red, some yield signs. I actually took a wrong turn on the way here, but I made it here. And at a time when, newsrooms, when I started, newsrooms were cutting staff, and I was really questioning myself, like whether I was really cut out for this, whether I needed to find another career and kind of give up on this idea of seeing my name in print as a journalist out there in the world. One thing I learned, though, through all the trials, tribulations, through all the rejections that I received, is that those doors that were closed to me needed to be closed so that I could find my way to the open door that brought me here as a journalist who chases breaking news, races against the competition, and I guide a team that writes about the most impactful environmental issues that we face today. And I really do love every second of it, and I'm so grateful for it. So for all the students that are here, no matter what path you take after leaving here today, you may also get to a point where you stop and ask yourself, like, what if I'm not good enough? What if this isn't for me? What if? And to this, I want to respond with the words of the writer and activist, James Baldwin. These words were attributed to him, who said, "Beyond all talent lies all the usual words: discipline, love, luck, but most of all, endurance. Discipline, do what you say that you're gonna do. Know when to say no. Love, give more than you receive. Luck, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. Remember all of those who brought you all to where you are today and keep those thank you cards handy. Endurance, even when you're close to giving up, hold on, keep heart. You'll figure it out." I wish you all the best of success, and I thank you again for bringing me here, and I look forward to celebrating another 38 years of this workshop. Thank you.
Drum roll, please. Is that Will back there? Going to show you the newscast that the students have worked so diligently and hard on. Here, where it is. It's just under 20 minutes long. I think you will enjoy it. And he's not here, but I definitely want to give him credit. Curtis Crutchfield, who used to be the news director at Prince George's Community TV, he so graciously edited it for us. And so here we go. Is there a way to make this full screen or? This one? Okay, cool. Thank you. Fabulous.
Hello, and welcome to the Urban Journalism Workshop Newscast for 2024.
Ooh.
And I'm Simone Wells. During the Urban Journalism Workshop,
I started over because people want to hear the name. Shoot.
Hello, and welcome to the Urban Journalism Workshop Newscast for 2024. My name is Sheridan Lee, and I'm Simone Wells. During the Urban Journalism Workshop, we had many professionals come in and talk to us about journalism. We also had the opportunity to step outside the UJW classroom and go to the White House. More than a dozen students had the experience of a lifetime after spending a day at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Our reporter, Marley Farmer, joins us in the studio with more details.
A group of high school students, including myself, who aspire to be journalists, spent the day at the White House learning from top news correspondents about their experience working at the White House during the Biden administration.
Yeah, it's like working at the White House is it's really cool and exciting, and I didn't think I'd ever end up here, and it's cool to be doing it.
Rodriguez Applewhite, the White House Director of Black Media, says she enjoys coordinating interviews that showcase diverse perspectives.
As a Black woman, as someone from the South, as someone who's raised by a single mom, all those perspectives are really important to the work that I'm doing. I think it allows me to think of different angles when I do my pitches and when I think of, the talking points that I put together or whatever. Those perspectives are so valuable, and so it's really important that people like us are in things like this to be able to do that work.
As one of the few regional correspondents of color at the White House, Kirsten Garrett says her job gives her the opportunity to deliver important information to a broader audience across the country.
Because I've been in journalism now more than 10 years, I am now saying, look, this is what my resume says. Well, we all represent different viewers, different listeners, different readers, and so as a regional reporter, my job is to make sure that the different states that I cover, they are represented in the questions that I ask. You have to be.
Lucas Tomlinson, a Pentagon correspondent for Fox News Channel, says no matter your background, it is very important to set goals to help guide you in the right direction.
Go at your pace. Do what you want to do and also what you're good at. I think sometimes people chase things that either sound good or they think that's what they want to do, but they ignore their gut.
Several students said this experience was very enlightening and very informative. Their only complaints? They wish they had more time to explore the White House. Back to you, ladies.
We'd like to thank our UJW co-coordinator, Phil Lewis, and White House Director of Black Media, Rodriguez Applewhite, for organizing that amazing visit for us. In addition to the tour, students had the opportunity to see the lectern named after the first Black women who were credentialed to join the White House press corps. Alice Dunnigan and Ethel L. Payne had to fight sexism and racism to cover one of the most prominent beats in the world. Their memory is now being honored. Corinne Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary, in November named a lectern in the White House briefing room after Ms. Dunnigan, who worked for the Associated Negro Press, and Ethel L. Payne, who joined her on the beat a few years later for the Chicago Defender. You can check out my story on our website, WABJDC.org, for my full story on the lectern. Now we switch to the race to the White House. America will head to the polls later this year to decide who will be the next occupant of the White House. President Biden and former President Donald Trump have been going head-to-head to win over voters. We talked to a number of people, including students, about their thoughts on the election. Our reporter, Gabby McGowan, wrote a story which is in our website at WABJDC.org. You can check it out there. Taking a look at international news, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict continues to make headlines. The United Nations has reportedly graves being discovered outside of 2 Palestinian hospitals. The organization said it was confirming Gazan officials' reports that hundreds of bodies were found.
Protesters on both sides of this issue have taken to the streets to voice their opinions. A number of people gathered on the National Mall during the last days of Ramadan to call for an end to the unrest. UJW reporter Logan Littlejohn has the story.
Hi, I'm Logan Littlejohn here at the National Mall for WABJ. Right now, we're currently in the last days of Ramadan and we're intimidating a pro-Palestine protest.
The protest I attended was just after Quds Day, the last Friday of Ramadan, which lasted from March 10th to April 9th. Quds Day, which takes its name from the Arabic name of Jerusalem, Al-Quds, is a pro-Palestinian celebration to uplift Palestinian lives and oppose Zionism, and with this is Israel's occupation of Palestine. I spoke with Iman Abed, a Palestinian activist who is the director of advocacy and organizing at the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights. She talked about the importance of the youth getting involved in the fight against the occupation of Palestine.
Gen Z has actually been very pro-Palestine. This is an issue that has been so important, and I think it's really important that the younger that people are, the more that they come out and voice their concerns immediately, because people are paying attention. Y'all are truly going to change the world.
Protests for Palestine will continue in the following weeks. Keep up with Iman at WABJ Instagram and Twitter. This is Logan Littlejohn for WABJ News.
There have also been pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses, prompting school officials across the country to take extraordinary steps to confront the growing crisis. Facing days of tense demonstrations that have since spread to other schools, Columbia University is moving to mostly hybrid classes on its main campus.
Speaking of college, the issue of paying for it is on the front burner. On average, statistics show the cost of college education is upwards of $20,000 a year, and that can vary widely depending on the school and many other factors. The rising cost of getting a degree continues to fuel debates over whether a college education is worth it. So we talked to American University students to get their take. UJW reporter Brooklyn Lee has the story.
It's no secret that college comes with a high price tag. As students on American University's campus headed to class, we talked to them about it.
I think it's worth it. I wish it wasn't as expensive, but I do think that it opens a lot of doors, and there are a lot of things you can't do without at least a BA or a BS.
Students are paying off their loans for like the rest of their life, and like, is it worth it to have that much of a financial liability? Like, is the opportunity cost like worth paying however like many hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Statistics show increase continues. In comparing the 2022-2023 and 2023-2024 academic years, tuition rates at private national universities increased by about 5%. The cost of in-state and out-of-state tuition and fees at public national universities also rose by nearly 4% and 1.4%, respectively, according to U.S. News and World Report.
It just really made me want to bring.
During one of the urban journalism workshop sessions, Brandon Smith, a senior, and Julie McKetto, a grad student, talked to students about their experience at AU and how they are benefiting.
My professors have helped me kind of like figure out what I wanted to do and also like point me in the right direction was by connecting me with people who did what I wanted to do, but also like showing me different kinds of things to show me, to like help me choose and decide if I wanted to do print, broadcast, or like digital news reporting.
It's a lot of tough love in the journalism department, definitely more love from South. They are very helpful in helping you improve your writing skills, your interviewing skills, basically everything that, all the foundational skills that build a good journalist.
And what they are learning has paid off with opportunities outside the classroom.
So it's just hands-on work to be able to actually go out in the community. It's not like an assignment. It's like you're really covering a story that is going to be put out somewhere or be put on TV that day. And so it's really, really important to be able to develop those hands-on skills in a professional environment so you're ready once you graduate.
Not equipped with the skills they've learned, both are looking forward to graduation and making a difference.
I think having people who look like us is so important in the journalism industry, because how can we tell our stories if we're not there to tell them? So I'm definitely here to inspire the next generation of young Black journalists.
I would say that I would love to take all these skills and not only like help younger journalists, like aspiring journalists, learn how to become a journalist, but also I would love to be able to cover issues
issues that are gonna like sort of like provoke change in those communities?
I am Brooklyn Lee, reporting for UJW DC News.
Both Brandon and Julia encourage students to take advantage of the internships and emphasize the importance of networking to ensure students get the most out of their college experience. Once a student graduates, what's next? Finding a job, of course. Well, that leads to another question. How's the job market? I spoke with job seekers and employers at this year's WABJ job fair to find out. Over 200 job seekers registered to attend the journalism job fair, attended by recruiters from companies such as WUSA 9, The Washington Post, and the Associated Press, among other companies. They all gathered to seek their new employees.
We're not laying people off, and the fact that we're hiring people.
Yes.
And so it's been a tough year in the industry. And when layoffs happen, if you're in the recruiting business, you're looking at that talent and trying to figure out who's a good fit for your company.
As unemployment is rising, the job search is getting a bit tough. So just finding a position, hopefully someone will take a chance. Maybe.
So I started this job fair 10 years ago, and I got together with all of the journalism groups, and I asked if we work together to do a job fair, and they all agreed.
Just with how the industry is, you have to keep yourself open to everything. So personally, I'm going in with an open mind.
You know, DC in the broadcast field is typically a market you come to as your second, third, maybe fourth market after you've had your kind of first experiences in smaller markets and you wind up here. On the digital side of things, it looks a little different. Ideally, you have, an internship, a year experience out in the field.
You can check out our website, wabjdc.org, for other upcoming events and activities.
And after you check out our website, you will probably scroll over to Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok if you're like most people. Statistics indicate that 90% of individuals ages 18 to 24 use social media. But how is it impacting them? Our Jordan Porter wrote a story about social media, how young people are using it, its effects, and more. It's on our website where you can check it out. Hollywood is a multi-billion-dollar industry known for creating fantasies. Portraying mental health is one area where it can fall short of accuracy. UJW Mariah Johns, tell us why mental health advocates are encouraging more positivity surrounding neurodivergence in media.
It is estimated that nearly 22% of the U.S. population battles with mental illness. Marcus Jamal is one of them.
Mental health is like this very linear destination.
Marcus has struggled with mental health for at least 30 years. He says portrayals of mental health in media can have a profound impact on individuals.
It's always going to be something crazy going on.
Mental health was thrust into public attention during COVID. Now doctors are encouraging us to consume responsible media to put our mental health advocacy.
I think sometimes they make the therapists look quirky or unethical at times.
People were villainized for having struggles. It's like you can't be a productive member of society and like something's wrong with you.
Media and mental health are often connected. While TV, movies, books, news, and social media can be entertaining, they also shape cultural values.
I think people are more comfortable sharing if they struggle with mental health.
There's a lot to learn regarding mental health, neurodivergence, and how to interact with affected individuals. Although switching online is popular, health experts suggest asking a professional for recognition to learn about mental health. I'm Mariah John from UJWDC.
All eyes were in the sky during the solar eclipse on April 8th, including mine. My friends and I got the chance to see it, as you can see from the pictures. The eclipse was visible in parts of North America, from Mexico to Canada, and crossing the United States. It was also the first over the United States since August 21st, 2017. This is the only solar eclipse in the 21st century, with its totality visible from 3 countries. Truly incredible.
There's an old saying, those who can do, and those who can't, teach. But our own Gavin Leonard met a guy who does both.
This is Adam Durham. a high school PE teacher and track coach at Georgetown Day School. Although this is his first year teaching at the school, many have said that he's already made a lasting impression on students and faculty.
Adam Durham's impact on our kids has been pretty dramatic. He's able to speak a language that the students understand. They're drawn towards Durham, and he's just going to lift the professionalism of everything we're doing around here.
And there's a reason for that. When Durham is coaching young athletes to go faster, farther, and higher, he knows from first-hand experience. Here, we caught up with Durham on the phone to ask more about his track career.
Where I was fortunate enough to qualify for the state championships my junior year, and then eventually, my senior year, win some championships and be blessed to earn a college scholarship.
In 2014, he competed in the USA Outdoor Track and Field Championships for the men's 400-meter hurdles. Though he couldn't make the Olympic team, the path forward was clear.
Yeah, I had always been told by some of my educators and even coaches when I was growing up that I would make a pretty good teacher. It allowed me not only to continue to build a career that I knew would be sustainable, enjoyable, and fulfilling when my running days were over, but also an opportunity to give back and really utilize the things that I've learned.
Many describe him as accomplished, intelligent, positive, upbeat, and community present. When not at school, his absence is felt.
I like his experience as an educator, and I like his attitude about how to coach and how to develop athletes as full people at Durham. That's what we're doing.
You may wonder, which is harder, to run track at an elite level or mold the next generation of young minds?
For the most part, I think teaching is always new. No 2 days are the same. No 2 classes are the same. So yeah, I would absolutely say that teaching is way harder than running.
I'm Gavin Leonard, reporting for UJWDC.
We should note that Coach Durham graduated from the University of Maryland. Everyone has their favorite hip-hop song and artist, right? But who are people behind the performers? UJW reporter Andrew Blakey was able to meet some of them as they sat down for a panel discussion during Women's History Month.
For me, it was a matter of breathing hip-hop, breathing the news, what you hear on radio, that adds to it for awareness, but it's truly a lifestyle.
The workshop has been incredible. We learned about various aspects of journalism, including television, newspaper, radio, and audio from some of the best journalists in the field. We thank and appreciate everyone.
We also want to give a shout out to all UJW students who are graduating this year. And a big congratulations to you
and you
who are chosen to participate in Politico's Journalism Institute, which gives us a few high schoolers, but primarily college students, the opportunity to learn about political reporting at Politico. Gavin also deserves kudos for winning an essay contest from the Metropolitan DC chapter of the Links. Everyone deserves a round of applause for completing the workshop.
Well, that's going to do it for us. Thank you for watching. We also want to thank the workshop sponsors, American University, Washington Former, and Politico, the co-coordinators of the workshop, Denise Douglas and Phil Lewis, as well as our mentors and parents for helping to make this year a huge success.
We leave you with the credits and a big wave from all of the students who participated in this year's workshop. Bye!
All right. Was that fun or what? Big congrats to the students. We appreciate them, all the hard work that went into that. Okay, let's get this down. Okay. Yes. Okay. We are close to wrapping up here. Where do we go? Sponsors. We did want to point out, I believe, I see what, Kristen Garris in the back there with Cox Media, who was at the White House with us, one of the reporters, regional reporter. Kirsten, did you want to say anything? Thank you. And thank you for coming. And where is Corey? Because I see Trina Williams, who is, where's Trina? Well, I saw, okay. I was like, did she disappear? Trina Williams, who coordinated the workshop. And let's give her a round of applause because Phil and I are lucky enough to co-coordinate, but Trina did it by herself. Come on up here, Trina. Corey and Trina have a special announcement. Good question. And you were coordinator for what, about 5, how long? Don't let me get it wrong.
I think, yeah, 5 years.
I was about to say,
6 years.
okay, I was about to say 5, but I didn't want to get it wrong. So yes, I was on point. Let's find Corey. I think you all are going to do this special presentation together.
Yes.
Okay, all righty.
Peace, everyone. Good day to you. How are you? Great job. Congratulations on your completion of your 2024 UJW workshop and newscast. Here comes Corey. We didn't coordinate too much in it today. Hi, great to see you. So you have something for me?
No, I thought Dennis was trying to ask me to change the screen.
Should I just continue? Oh, okay. All right, you all. So as Denise mentioned, I coordinated the workshop for a good time. I actually was a volunteer with the workshop from 2002 until 2022. So this is very near and dear to my heart. It's great to see the program continuing, I'm sure long after I have finished with the project. I had to take a break. I needed a break. But I am here today to announce a gift to the workshop from another volunteer here who is no longer with us here. She passed on to the other side of glory last year. And she would have been 71 this year. Her name was Alicia Shepard. She liked to be called Lisa. This workshop was near and dear to her as well. She devoted many years here. Don't quote me, but I think she participated from 2007 and up until the year that she passed, less and less within the final year of her life here on earth. But she wanted to give back, I guess I'll say in death, as she did in life, to the workshop in a different way. She was here many Saturdays in the workshop. Her name, again, Alicia Shepard, like to be called Lisa. Today I'm presenting a gift from the Alicia C. Shepard Legacy Foundation of $5,000 to the workshop. It is the first of 2 gifts that the workshop is making for the first time. So it's just coming this year. The workshop, again, very dear to her heart. And she was a journalist. She volunteered to help students writing their stories, crafting their stories, whatever she was called on to do. When she started, I met her. I worked at NPR, and she came to NPR as our ombudsman. And she started with the workshop from the first year she was there, and she continued to be involved with the workshop, like I said, until she passed on. But Lisa would also help me in putting together the current events quiz. You all had current events quiz this year, right? Right? Okay. So she helped to craft that, in addition to helping students with their stories. We would gift lunches to students, to our current events winner each Saturday, so she would contribute to that as well. And then she also would be a presenter at orientation. She was a professor, a journalism professor at the college level, so she taught ethics, journalism ethics. So she would teach that also during our orientation or sometime during the workshop, oftentimes an orientation presenter. And she helped to recruit students to the program. She also helped to recruit speakers for the program orientation. So one of them you'll see on, where did he go? CNN, I think. He started out at WAMU Joshua. I'm forgetting his last name in the immediate, but I want to share that let me find it, I have some notes here. Just want to make sure that I get here. There will be 2 fellowships under the gift. Correct me if I go wrong here, Corey. Don't know it all by memory, but 2 fellowships awarded this year, and hoping to continue to award scholarships to the program. So we raise funds from among Lisa's friends, and as long as they continue to give, the foundation will be able to continue giving. But there are 2 awards for $1,500, I believe, each year for a graduating senior from the program going on to college. And then there is a stipend award that also, 2 stipend awards that will be given to students either participating in the program who have outstanding performance during the program, or going on a college student who comes back. We want to get you all involved early, who comes back and participates as a volunteer on some level, giving back to the workshop. So you go off to college, you've done the workshop, you're an alumni of UJW, you go off to college, you're studying journalism. That's also a stipulation of the award, that you're following a career path in journalism. So, and you come back and you give to the workshop, whether it's during the 8 Saturdays or sometime during or after, because you may be, able to do something virtually, particularly if you're at school away from the Washington, D.C. area. So again, I'm happy to announce that award. I also wanted to share with you something that we used to do during my tenure here. It was a call and response that we had. It's a little quiet in the room when the applause goes off. So I want to share that with you and hope to get you involved. So when I say 3, 2, 1, you all did like countdown this year when you were doing your pieces. You had a 3, 2, 1, right? Did you learn about that? Counting down before you start to record? Or counting down before you start to roll? No, nobody did 3, 2, 1. That's TV, that's radio. Okay, all right, well, you're going to learn today. All right, so when I say 3, 2, 1, you all say UJW, okay? Nice, loud, resonant. 3, 2, 1. UJW, yes, 3, 2, 1. UJW, one more time, 3, 2, 1. UJW, all right, you all. So you all will be doing your countdowns before you start to record your pieces. It's just, it allows the person who is either doing the edit for your work to know that you're about to start and this is the real deal, or you've got a pickup coming and you're going to restart. Or you get a countdown so you know when to start if you're anchoring the program, when you start to roll, and that's your director's cue for you to go. All right. Thank you so very much. I'm happy to be here. I'm proud of all of you completing this year, and was a joy to watch your newscast. Continued success to all of you. Have a great summer.
We didn't do 3, 2, 1 because they edited their own stories. Oh, thank you, Trina. Thank you to Lisa Shepherd's family for remembering us and for, again, being kind and gracious enough to pour into our students. I think that's going to do it for us. Corey, anything else? Okay. We did mention, again, because we do definitely like to acknowledge and make sure everybody's aware, but again, American University, we appreciate you all. Politico for what you do with the students, the Washington Informer, Prince George's Community Television. Did you need to make any announcements having to do with the Howard University opportunity? There's an opportunity similar to what we did, but I know sometimes students may want to extend the learning, and Howard University has reached out to us to say that they have a workshop. And so Corey has the details here that he will share. And after this, we do have some boxed lunches outside if you want to grab one and fellowship with the students and the parents for a few minutes. You are welcome to do so. You have the info about Howard? Okay.
Yeah, so this is the Howard University Multicultural Media Academy. They're looking for students to participate. This is a free program for high school students in the DMV, teaching writing, audio, video, and social media skills for reporting on health and wellness in underserved communities. It's going to take place from June 17th to June 28th. I believe, I don't think that housing is a part of it. I think that you will have to go back and forth between Howard. But it will take place on Howard's campus. So if you are interested, I believe I sent an email out about it. So just definitely check your email. It should say the Howard University Multicultural Media Academy. It will provide continental breakfast and lunch. So yeah, please apply for that if you haven't. It should be in your email.
Okay. Thank you. Again, that's it. Students, if you could fill out the survey before you leave, that way we'll kind of know what we can do, what we're doing well, what we need to do better for next year. And students, if you didn't sign this card, this is going to go to one of our Kati who helps us coordinate here at AU. So if you didn't sign this, the students, let me know, and this is here. But it's been a great session. It's been a great celebration. I appreciate you. And, okay, yes, so all students come up so we can take a picture. And one other thing that I wanted to mention, because sometimes we have a little bit of a struggle recruiting, and so if parents or students know of any connections, any contacts that we should reach out to, come and let me know. That way I can write them down, and then when we get into our recruiting mode a little bit later this year, I can contact that person. Does that make sense? Whoever you think, if you have a teacher in mind I should connect with, if there's an organization, that sort of thing. Okay? Okay. Come on down. Is that all? Is that everybody?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, how you turn it off? Just unplug it? Okay. Did we want to take a picture with him? Oh, yeah. Okay. Can y'all come back? Sorry. Sight, come back. Get close back like we like to do. Any mentors who want to come up? Hold. Any mentors want to come up? Kirsten?
No, I was like, oh.
All right, thank you.
Learning
Food is
something.
outside.
I was like, look at that. Yeah. So, no.
Hey.
That was good. That was good.
And y'all said, that's the theater? I was like, oh, this is, we have moving on up. See, I remember, that's why I went to the classroom. I was like,
Oh, you went downstairs? Oh,
I was like, nobody's here. I was like, set down. So I'm glad you had your phone. I was looking. But y'all did that. The babies. Saturdays on back. Oh, listen, that is I'm sorry. I'm in a white girls coffee shop group that my neighbor started. And she was like, we have our, June event and then Saturday morning. I was like, okay. So really, look at my events too. And then Alexis is after that. I'm just gonna be like, I'm here. But
Oh, wait a second, kids, y'all need to fill out this thing. Fill out that survey. Okay.
How do people argue?
Fill out this survey.
This is really